Welcome back, all of my crafty friends. This is Kay with Create with Kay, and I'm coming back to you today with a Scraplift challenge from Traci Reed. We are scrapbooking Noemi. There is what you've seen. That is our inspiration. Noemi definitely has a different style than what I normally scrap, as I'm a pretty simple, clean scrapbooker, lots of grid spaces, all that kind of stuff. And that's just not how Noemi does it. And I think that that is one of the exciting things about doing a scrapbook challenge. I think that it takes me outside my comfort zone. It lets me try different styles. You just never know. I mean, if you're stuck in this one space of scrapbooking and you've never, went outside of that, you just never know if you like something different or not. So that's why I love doing these Scraplift challenges. And today we are taking her 12 by 12 and of course sizing it down to a 6 by 8. We are using a Flutter by Traci Reed. This is such a great spring kit. I am imagining that Traci is coming out with a spring kit soon. I don't know. This is usually the month that she kind of, or obviously the space that she kind of does it in. Last month's was an amazing kit about getting strong and like women empowerment. So that was like a refreshing, because a lot of people came out with spring ones like in this release. And to have something a little bit different to work with from Traci Reed was amazing. But I didn't really get to use this kit that much when it came out. So going back in and just associating myself with it, I really loved doing that. If you have been following me for a while, my main attraction to Traci Reed's stuff is her plaids. So of course we had to pull out the plaids. So two main things in this spread are the torn edges, up and down. Oh, and of course we ran out of, tape. We're always running out of tape, which is also something that I don't do that often. I love the look and I really do want to make myself do it more often. I don't know why I don't. So again, another reason why I do love the challenge. It just gets you thinking outside of the box and gets you, doing stuff that you just normally don't do, I guess I should say. So, all right, so here we are. So obviously all of Traci Reed's kits are digital. So I just printed off two 8.5 by 11 digital papers. Here we go. And then I just ripped them as you normally would if it was like a pattern paper from, a physical kit. The one thing I kept on forgetting to do is not put glue on the edges. I just kept on gluing things down and I'm like, oh shoot, like I'm supposed to be putting things up under these edges. And totally forgetting about that. And I print on Canon matte photo paper, and I'm telling you guys that matte photo paper takes to glue. It's just so porous that it just takes to that glue, and it's hard to pull things back up. So if you're not pulling things back up pretty quickly, it's a lost cause. So I was like, oh crap. That plaid, I tell you guys, if you have not tried Traci Reed's plaid designs, you need to go. You just need to go. So lots of paper tearing though here. Okay, yeah. So in the paper tearing is pretty easy. You just, you just tear. I mean, you do want to, if you tear one way, the white side will be on the other side. So you do want to make sure which side you're tearing on. But other than that, super, super easy. Let's put some more tape down. This side did get me a little bit. I think I pulled this side up a few times. And thankfully, for some reason, the paper just didn't adhere down as quickly as it normally did. I was like, oh, thank goodness it could pull back up. So I was very happy for that. I think the main thing is I didn't push that orange up far enough. So I will take that orange part off. You'll see here in a minute. And pull up the orange part. And then I didn't have like such a deep, like a deep V, I guess, or a deep angle. Here we go. I'm like, oh, here we go. Let's see if we can pull this up. And then I started pulling up. I'm like, okay, it's coming. Look at me. I'm like, I think it tore on the edge a little bit, but that was fine. I just glued all that back down. Yeah, I was like, definitely needed to move that up. Like, this one was not as far up the page as the other one. So, and then I was like, oh gosh, did I leave room for to push all of my embellishments under there? All right, so putting this down. So this page is all about spring here in Michigan, or this time of year. Normally, we are still getting good amounts of snow. Probably not right this second, but the pictures that I'm documenting are from actually February. I think it was February 27th, I think, or whatever, that these pictures came from. And normally, February, we're still getting good snowstorms. I mean, I have pictures where we're still getting like a foot and a half of snow. And this year is just not. And as much as I want to be thankful for that, I am kind of nervous. I don't know, what's going to be happening. I'm terrified of the mosquitoes that are going to come this summer. I think everybody is. And because we just have never had a huge deep freeze this winter. I think when I was reading, articles, like we had a 2-week winter around here, and yeah, we have buds on trees. Like our magnolia trees are budding already, and they don't usually bud until almost the first week of May. So I don't know how it's going to go, because I really hope that, like we don't warm up and everything buds and then we freeze and then everything dies. So it's so refreshing to get out here. I mean, this was a 72-degree day in February. And I'm telling you, we've had, I think, 3 to 5 plus 70-degree days at this point. And I'm like, I don't know. It's not normal. Like, we'll get a good little push of like 50-degree days, We've had multiple 50-degree days. Like, it's almost becoming norm that we're hitting 50 at this point. So, all right. So on her spread, you've seen that a lot of her embellishments, she is just tucking them under those folds. And I loved that. I loved how she just tucked everything under. So I just printed several of the embellishments from the Traci Reed kit and sized them down just a bit. I also, if you didn't see at the beginning, I forgot to mention this, that I did put one of the watermark, digital watermarks on the back of this, which is also one of the highlights of Traci Reed's kits, is that she includes digital media with just about every one of her kits. And I think that just adds to the amount of things that you can do with Traci Reed's kits. It's just, I'm always amazed at the different spreads and different things that people come up with out of these kits, and how much our creative team can just run with these kits. I mean, obviously we know that there are so many creative people out here, but what do I want to call it? Like, just the wide range of things that people can do with her kits. Like, I don't feel like anybody is really like using the same things over and over. Whereas I do feel like sometimes, on creative teams, like people, like a lot of the creative teams are drawn to the same thing. And a lot of the times that's just not what I see come out of how we use her kits. I think there's so much in her kits that like all of us can't be drawn to the same thing. So that's one thing I will always love Traci's kits. So much you can do with these things. So I am chopping them down a little bit because, like I said, I did put adhesive a little bit too close to those edges. So chopping them down, really just, using every little bits of these to tuck in there. and just creating a simple border. Now, the one thing I forgot to do when I was printing all of this out and cutting everything out was my title. Silly. I'm always forgetting my titles, I feel like. So I am going to stop the camera here for a second, go back to my computer, and I felt like Spring is Coming was the perfect little, title for this. Nothing too, crazy, a little bit generic, but I I think that is, oh, this middle picture is a picture of my kid like playing basketball outside, like with no snow. I mean, no snow. We almost are seeing like green grass around here almost. Now today on March, I don't know, what are this, 17th, it's St. Patrick's Day today. It was just snowing. So that's what I'm saying. Like every day we don't know what we're getting. Every day. We have no idea what we're getting. All right, here we are. So I went back to the silhouette. This alpha from this kit is so good. So many highlights, so many shadows and just depth to her alphas. And yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap everything up pretty quickly. Definitely check out, there's a few people that Scraplifted her. Check out and go follow her. I will put all of her links in the description below. I don't believe she has a YouTube channel, but she, like I said, she has her Instagram. And also I will put the blog post to Traci's blog. There we go. Blog. So you can see what everybody has done with this Scraplift. Her spreads are amazing. Like there's one that she did with the Strong AF kit that she made like this whole circle and everything is like perfectly placed. I'm telling you, I'm like, there's no way that I could have done that and kept everything so aligned. Like, nope, I couldn't have done that. It's so pretty though. I was amazed when I seen it come out last week and I was just like, girl, like I'm not picking that one. I can't pick that one for your Scraplift. I would be there for hours trying to get everything aligned. So, but yeah, I'm glad that I've gotten something done. Also, like this is my first spread I think I've made of pictures of 2024, which is horrible. I'm always going back and trying to do back things, but I really need to keep up with things in the front too. I also tucked in a few flowers under one of those pictures. I think I did that off camera, but there is everything. Thank you guys so much for sticking around, and I will see you in the next one. Oh, put a flower if you've made it this far in the comments below, or something springy. Surprise me. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.